love what you've done with the room.
You've been in this hole before?
If you only knew how apt that was.
What do you mean?
Let me put it this way. The previous tenant was rather, universally hospitable.
That explains why guys keep showing up and saying Ken sent them. Not to mention the exotic smell of the mattress. Just when you think things are bad enough, something else comes along.
Apropos cum. If you'd like, we could create some new smells on that mattress.
You sure don't waste any time for an internet technician. You are an internet technician, right? Lots of guys nowadays put everything in their Timber profile just to get more matches. That would be really disappointing. And I desperately need someone to help me out.
Of course. Who would lie on an internet, huh? Larry Laffer, at your service.
You don't beat about the bush, and you're helpful. Good mix, honey. Who knows what might happen if you really get the internet back up and running.
What's a scrumptious lady like yourself doing in a scabrous place like this?
I'm working on my degree in literary history. Apartments in New Lost Wages are expensive. That's how I ended up here earning money doing cam shows.
Cam shows? So you're on TV?
No, on the internet. Well, I would be if the internet was working properly. My followers are already waiting anxiously for my next show on the net. At least I can log into Timber via the mobile network.
Where is this internet? And did something break off?
You want to know where the router is, don't you? It must be somewhere in the building.
How British. Router. What does it look like again?
It's a box with glowing lights. Lefty should know.
Huh. So we have a date from that app, don't we?
Oh, don't you worry. As soon as I have internet access again, you're going to get a very special show, honey.
When do we get down to it?
Don't be so impatient. First, I have to look after my followers. And I need my parcel to make sure I attract a huge bunch of followers. The parcel is still at the Leisure Suite. Then you'll get your own private show. I promise.
Leisure Suite? That sounds kind of familiar.
It's that shop downtown. There's a package for me there. But unfortunately, I put the pickup slip in my jewelry case, and I can't find the key.
Can't you just show your ID and pick it up?
No. You need the official packing slip. Besides, I can't leave here until I do my show.
When was the last time you saw the key?
I know I had it with me the last time I left the house.
See you later, then. Looks like gentrification is in full swing, or some necessary renovations. The only place that would be useful...
Please don't sue us.
The only place that would be useful would be in a kart race.
Please don't sue us.
That's one sharp tool.
Hey, I need those for my strawberry bush.
I'm only borrowing them for a second. A fine specimen.
Keep your hands off my strawberry bush.
Wrinkly spearmint. At least it's not spearmint. I remember that brand from the old days. That's Wrinkly spearmint. At least it's not spearmint. I remember that brand from the old days. That's that super sticky rainbow-colored chewing gum. You know, I'm definitely not going to make any jokes about blowing or gum right now. Later, though.
I've entered a reminder for that into your calendar.
Never without a condom. Claude M. Moisey. I'm gonna need a lot more of those. Erin's jewelry box is as sweet as can be. Without the right key, I'll never get into Erin's jewelry box. It's a switch you can use to turn the lights on and off. Or was it Nikola Tesla? I always get those. It's a switch you can use to turn the lights on and off. Thank you, Thomas Edison. Or was it Nikola Tesla? I always get those two mixed up.
Please leave the lights the way they are. I need good lighting for my show. Would you please leave my bush trimmer here?
Something I could do for you, Larry?
Well, do you have any idea where the internet is?
Is that piece of crap router causing trouble again?
Yes. Erin said her connection was too weak. Something to do with her cameras. Funny, I didn't see any tapes anywhere.
I told her it wasn't a good idea to switch to that funky thing just because it looked so old-fashioned.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about me? Or do you mean the Moosehead has internet reception?
How weird would that be? That thing's almost falling off the wall.
The jukebox is a router?
Yes, they told me this was the latest hybrid technology. That thing is nothing but trouble. And the music selection sucks too.
A truly inferior product. Not to be compared to modern technology like myself. Oh, hold on a sec. I just need to install 71 critical updates. Be right back.
Did anyone leave a key here?
People forget things here all the time, especially their manners. But when those young things strut around, all they do is look at their cell phones. They can't see what's lying out there on the street.
Although there are streets in New Lost Wages you really don't want to take a closer look at. See you later, Lefty. This cable has more breaks in it than my ego during high school. The chewing gum is hard as a rock. It's going to take someone with a particularly strong jaw and the right bite to make it soft and sticky again. His jaw looks pretty darn strong. The gum is all sticky again, but how do I get it back? Oh, the chewing gum made the bone incredibly sticky. A tight grate. There's something sparkling down there. Could be unrolled to make a short, thin string. Short plus short equals long. A sticky fishing rod. There was a key in the drain.
Larry, come in.
It fits. Erin said this is the pickup slip. I can use that to pick up Erin's package from the leisure suite.
What can I do for you?
Erin sent me to pick up a package.
Ah, Erin, one of my best customers. You got a pickup slip, kid?
Oh, yeah. Here you are, madame.
Thanks. Just a second. Sorry, kid, I can't read the handwriting. Nowadays, everything is printed so small, probably to make the penises painted next to it look bigger.
Have you ever heard of this new technology called glasses?
Now, don't give me that, kid. I have eyeglasses, but I lost them last night when I was sandwiched between the two Finnish dwarves and the Maori warrior.
So, how's the new sex toy invention going?
It's a work in progress.
I'll come back a little later. Don't go dying on me now.
I look fitter than you do.
His pulse and blood sugar are really bad, too.
What's that, a reading monocle? Oh, that's just perfect. If I can give you a tip, always take your glasses off before having acrobatic sex, because otherwise they're history.
I'll keep that in mind. Oh, yeah. Here you are, madame.
Thanks. Just a second. Let's see how good these new glasses are. Ah, yes, this package. Been lying here forever.
The poor package? Is it sick?
I hope your sphincter works better than your mouth.
Is that supposed to be some sort of challenge?
No. Here, every customer gets this pair of free gloves to keep their mouths shut.
Erin's package. I wonder what's in it.
Maybe you could just stop and think about it for a second, Larry.
Really sexy socks?
Ugh.
An empty display stand. And that's another one gone. A cup. That's still good. They say nothing gets through. Not just good for preventing venereal disease. I should tell Erin.
A minute! I'm doing my show!
Hey, Larry.
I have something for you.
Finally! I can hardly wait to take this toy out of the box and put it in my box for my followers.
So, are we ready for the big show now?
Well, I guess so.
What's wrong? A sudden headache? I know it's hard to believe, but that happens to a lot of the women I talk to.
I don't want to bother you with my problems.
You know, somehow pretty much everyone I meet does that.
Actually, I never really planned on doing filthy little shows on the internet.
Are you telling me all that work was for nothing?
No, exactly the opposite. It made me realize that I've been settling for something far less than my big dream.
Are you telling me someone is forcing you to do this?
What, my literature studies? No, I do it all of my own free will. But my real, true passion is something different. There is one job I've always dreamed of having. One that would make my parents proud.
What dream is that? Am I in it?
I left the country for new lost wages in order to become a real stripper. I mean, I love literature too. But the dream of becoming a stripper is just so much stronger. It's not that I don't like the cam show, but I want to hit the big stage. It's not that I don't like the cam show. If only there were a way I could make that dream a reality. Thanks, Larry, but I really have to be getting back to my cam show.
What's up?
What's your drum buddy's name?
Styx Laboom.
An interesting clue. Do you have a picture of your drummer?
Not a chance. He hates having his picture taken, and he's not even on timber. But you should ask the boys here in the Salon de les Arts about him. He was talking to them too.
An interesting clue. I should check to see if anyone else around here knows anything about Styx. See you in a bit.
Hello, welcome to the Salon de les Arts.
I heard you were talking to a drummer named Styx.
Yes, creepy guy. What about him?
Any idea where I can find him?
No idea. We threw him out because he started smoking in here.
We can be thankful if our customers don't sue us.
An interesting clue. Can you describe him a little better?
What do you want to know?
What was he wearing?
One of those old-fashioned biker jackets?
Only not in white, like you.
An interesting clue. Can you describe him a little better?
What do you want to know?
What color is his hair?
Hard to say with his red bandana.
His beard was gray, at any rate.
Oh, yeah. He looked pretty unkempt. And he didn't even want to buy our quality beard oil.
An interesting clue. Know anything else about Styx?
He had a huge fight with that lemma.
That guy seems to have some serious issues.
An interesting clue. Well, let's talk about something else. I'll see you later.
What's up?
I hear you had a fight with him.
Styx is one stubborn son of a bitch. He thinks that we're selling our souls by performing here at the Salon de les Arts. He just doesn't want to see that this is our big chance. Instead, he hangs out in the seediest parts of town. He definitely has some issues, especially with alcohol and gambling. Well, nobody's perfect.
An interesting clue. See you in a bit. Even the ash in New Lost Wages is dirty. The guys in the Salon de les Arts said the drummer smoked. I wonder whether... Yes, a pack of Camel Toe. Never heard of that brand before. An interesting clue. Camel Toe brand cigarettes. They must belong to Styx, the drummer. There are still cigarettes in it.
Something I could do for you, Larry?
Well, was one of your guests tonight a drummer?
It wasn't exactly rush hour tonight, but I don't remember any drummer. Well, at least nobody had a drum kit with them. Can you describe him a little better?
His name is Styx Laboom.
Like I can remember any names at my age. You know any more about him?
Graybeard? Unkempt? No use for beard oil?
I can't tell those bearded hipsters apart anyway. You know any more about him?
He wears one of those old-fashioned biker jackets.
That's not the most unusual description for a drummer. You know any more about him?
He has some alcohol and gambling issues.
Those are my favorite guests. You know any more about him?
Smokes this weird brand of cigarettes, Camel Toe.
Oh, that drummer. Why didn't you say so? You'll find him at Pier 69, blowing his money on gambling. Pier 69 is right at the end of Neboat Street. You'd best be off getting an Unter.
Pier 69 added to Unta.